Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to another Drawn Weekend live session with me. Um, I was trying to figure out certain things here, as always. Basically, how all this works, transmitting in three different platforms at the same time, but well, that everything is working properly. And yeah, okay. The title of this time is Teaching and Learning, and basically what I want to share with you is some of the experiences that I have. Limited experiences, to be honest, because I have very few. And yeah, it's something very similar to what I'm doing right now, precisely, which is speaking in front of, here is speaking in front of the camera, but is to speaking to an audience, That's something that it's not like very easy at first. You need to build up your experience before you can really express something more clear, more how to say it, more effectively. And yeah, it definitely needs to build a road, Yeah, and well, I don't know very well what's the phrase in English. I need to do my research, to be honest. But it's something similar to when you teach, you learn twice. I'm gonna explain a little bit more this phrase. It basically means that there's a first way of learning things, which is by experimenting, doing your research. I think we all go. We all experience this stage when we're students, when we're learners in first place. But there's a point when you have to share your experience with others, and I think that's the most challenging, but at the same time more rewarding experience that you will have, because I think, in my personal, and you do your research with much more emphasis and with much more more focus. And yeah, definitely, you're more serious about it, more professional at some point. Well, if you really want to do a good job, and over time you build up that way, as I explained. And well, I don't know if I'm taking too long into this, but let me speak about some other things. Oh yeah, well, before I get into another topic, related to this, to what is learning and teaching, I mean, the technology has been like a real topic for me. It's something that I've been. Hey, hello, buddy. Nice to see you here. It's something that I needed to get serious about, because to get immersed into this all this technology, um, it's not been easy for me. So, but over time, I've had to study all the different stuff, to really make. Uh, oh my God, I'm getting. I have a lot of things in my mind, and I need to choose to pick between all the things that I'm thinking to express what I really want to express. Yeah, to convey with my idea. But well, oh, I'm sorry here. Um, but yeah, thank God I figured out how to uh, I figured out how to, okay, see how this all this works, and uh, do what I do. Share what I want to share with the rest of the world. Well, okay, now it's time to get to another topic. First and foremost, I want to share this little app here. This is Butter's Told uh, tutorials, which in here you can you can see there's a lot of drawings, but there are some explanations as well. And basically, what it teaches is how to draw character design. You know, you can see some and tips and tricks uh, that are like very effective when drawing character designs. And this had helped me with some stuff lately. And yeah, well, let me tell a little story about this. In 2019, when I went to the US to the Lightbox Expo. Uh, hey, hello, Eric. Nice to see you here. Um, I I met this guy at his table, and he was a very nice person, actually. And I was curious about this book and all his materials, but in that occasion, I bought this little book, and I didn't have like the chance to read it once I came back from that trip. And but now that I'm diving in just a little bit, I've found some good stuff that is I found it useful for me for what I love doing, which is character design. And yeah, I highly recommend you to, if you have the opportunity to find this kind of materials, definitely you have to check it out. Okay. And well, I think this is something related to the main topic. And of course, I get the knowledge, I acquire the knowledge, and I can share it to other people, for example, like you. And which is basically it's part of learning, but it's part of teaching. Okay. I don't know if I'm being too redundant in this topic. Probably I do. When I see the replay, of course, I will be being super critic of myself. But well, now, okay, hold on for a second, please. Here in Instagram. Yeah, this thing is not holding the camera in one position. It's going down, 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 down. Yeah. You know what? I think I will. Hold on a second, please. Oh my God. There. Nope. I'm so sorry for this. Oh my God. Nope. Right. There you go. Adobe updates. Yeah, it always in my computer it always pops up that uh, warning of Adobe updates, but I always close it because my computer I think doesn't have like the uh, elements required to keep with the updates, so I need to close it. But it always keeps popping up the warning. So yeah, it's something natural for me by now. Well, but I'm not here to speak about Adobe, not today, because as you know, I I do digital art as well. But this time we're going traditional art. Let me show you just very quickly this tiny. Well, it's not so tiny, but it's uh, half letter size sketchbook that I made. And let me tell you why I say that I made it, because it has what recycled uh, papers. On the other side, voila, it has some drawings. But this is an old one because it has many drawings inside. You will see them upside down. Yeah, as you can see. I've been drawing um, for too long. I mean, it has drawings from uh, 2007. Yeah, is that old? And 2008, 2000. Okay, let me check. 2009. Then it jumps 2010, and then it jumps straight to 2015. So 5 years later, I continued with this little thing. And 2015, then I stopped putting the dates. Okay, 2016, this drawing over here. You can see. Let me check in Facebook. All right. Since that everything is working nicely. Hooray! Because sometimes technology, as I told, it's not on my side. Sometimes it it breaks, and yeah, leaves me uh, very lonely. 2017, I start working with this kind of drawings when I joined to a group of artists. Yeah, we used to call ourselves well, the group actually uh, doodlers, which in Spanish is garabateros. If you can hear me, if you see me, I send you a big hi. Yeah, it was super interesting because we had like many topics to choose from, and every week, basically every week, sometimes because of our different occupations and yeah, our different duties, it was different. It was hard for us to get together, and we have to postpone the sessions. So maybe eventually we uh, placed the rescheduled the session, and but well, I think you get the point. But well, we used to do these kind of drawings. Of course, each one with a particular uh, particular what's the name of that? I'm sorry. Uh, style, particular style. And well, it was between 2017 and 2019, actually. Yeah. So I started to see some progress in my drawing, and at that time, I don't remember very well if it was in 2018 or 19. Not very sure. I need to remember very well. I started at the same time giving classes to one of my nephews. I'm sorry, there's a fly bothering here. Yeah, it's part of the show. I've told it in previous times. Uh, yeah, I started to give classes to one of my nephews, and I saw that I was gaining some progress, and I was very committed to art, visual art, because I was competing in. I think I competed in a contest for precisely for the Lightbook textbook and other stuffs, and I was working on my portfolio because I one of my plans was to show it to some artists, especially artists that I recognize, that I really admire, and yeah, I was really into it. So I noticed that I was getting some progress. But then this was the last drawing that I did in 2019. So I left. I left this this sketchbook without touching it, untouched. A few weeks earlier, I found it again. I completely forgot that I had it. So yeah, I was drawing. Of course, I was showing you uh, some of my drawings in my bigger sketchbook, and yeah, of course, I was working in there. I think I spoke about in the previous show that I currently have multiple tasks, multiple duties to do, and yeah, too much responsibilities for me in this stage of my life. So yeah, I'm learning too many things. Actually, I'm learning uh, different. I needed to get involved in other areas that I was completely blank. I didn't know about. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard because it's even more difficult right now to find the balance between not just art, not just art. Art is just a little bit of that, but multiple things, between family, between work, between uh, the gate community that I belong to. Um, what else? Well, yeah. Now I know what it is to be uh, committed adult, you know, a compromised adult with the society, with your family, with yeah, at this 40 years old, yeah, and finding finding that little gap that I can fit in to continue with this. It's super hard, but it's super rewarding. Yeah, right now I feel super pumped that I got back to this. And I'm showing you the latest drawing that I'm working on. This time I'm working on a more free, um, how to say it, art piece. No, it's not an art piece. Uh, I mean, let me choose the right words that I wanna share with you. Um, definitely, it could be an art piece, but more than that, it's a sketch. It's a piece that I find it more for joy rather than for business or for other kind of purpose. So it was really great to get back to this kind of drawings, and this is what I'm gonna work with today. So yeah, as you can see, this part of here is not concluded, not yet. So if you wanna join, you can take out your sketchbook and draw with me. Okay, let me pull this down so you can see what I'm doing. And again, people, sorry if sometimes I'm not so clear in my message. As you already know, I'm a Mexican guy speaking English or trying to. So if I said something unclear or dumb or or weird, and you're more experienced in English, please write it down in the comments so I can practice more. Okay. Well, so I don't know if you people on Instagram can see my sketchbook. How's it going in Facebook? All right. Okay. I need to recall you that I'm transmitting in 3 different platforms. I'm just using. Okay, before I tell my tools, I'm transmitting in Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Right. Okay, now I can speak about my materials, my tools. This is just, again, recycled paper and uh, and a pen, simple pen. Okay, I'm just trying to be more free over here. I don't know how I'm gonna end up this character over here, but it doesn't matter if I make mistakes. I've established that, I think, in previous occasions. Probably I can give some variations. The key point here is to enjoy. Probably this is part of the back, extension of the back, the shoulders, maybe. Um, Let me move. No. So turn the camera just a little bit. I don't know how to get closer to here on Instagram. Probably I have to move the just the camera a little bit closer. Maybe, I don't know. Um, okay, let me. In the meantime, I'm doing this. I'm gonna explain what I did to come with this drawing. I started doing some shapes, some gestures, but very, very soft, you know, super soft. Then I started. First, it was the gesture, you know, the position of the body, and I represented those shapes with some basic shapes, maybe a little bit angles, squares, trapezoids, and what's the name of that? Circles, ovals, and all that stuff. You know, just to capture the essence of the character, the position of the character. Then I started to add some other elements. For example, the armor over here. I was not very sure how I was going to draw this. You know, I was not sure at all. But over time, I was having some ideas. You know, some flash ideas. So I started to building up this character over here. Um, and yeah, for example, here, I don't know. This is a little bit difficult by now. Probably I need to emphasize some of the elements that I drew. First place, yeah. Um, what else? You know what? Probably I need to add some others lines in here. Probably we can add more in here. I'm not so worried about making those mistakes. Uh, I mean, something that I've learned from the professionals, the true professionals that are already part of the industry, the entertainment industry, and that has many years of experience. Yeah, they have very wide and prominent portfolios. Is that certain tricks, just like the book that I showed in the beginning, and they highly recommend because they are more like recommendations for a more effective drawing, some features, and sometimes I forget um, doing them, or accomplishing them. But I'm not so worried about it either because I know it is not that I'm comparing with them. What I said is more like even the professionals, even those guys at that level make the same mistakes that they uh, promote not to do. But it's not that I'm doing them in purpose. I mean, this is more like subconsciously you tend to make those kind of mistakes. So don't worry about it too much. Yeah, don't hit on the wall. You know, it's just okay. Just if you are aware of that, when you're aware of that, just try to uh, do it less or get rid of that if you can. In some cases, you won't be able to do that. In others, definitely you can. You can. I think in animation, it's something completely different because you are drawing multiple stages of the same character. So, especially in the in betweens, I think you have like no, you don't have like how to say it. Okay, let me think very well. The term that I'm gonna use. Um, well, the rule breaks at some point. You have because you're capturing movement rather than uh, certain positions. The character, certain gestures. I mean, mm, to translate the in between from one point to another point, they have to happen multiple drawings, you know, the multiple um, positions of the same character. So it is difficult to comply with the rule of one simple drawing. You can try to fit those in, of course, but I, at least what I know from animation is that you have to be quick. You have to be super fast. So I mean, when you're producing an animation, so sometimes you don't put that emphasis into one simple drawing because you have to draw many of them. So maybe some keyframes, maybe, or certain stages where the character is not moving, or well, whatever uh, you're animating. But in this case, characters. You have to comply with that rule because it's implied, you know. But for example, especially when the character is moving too much, for example, in action scenes, that you have to make even exaggerate the character, you know. If it's running, jumping, it's fighting, it's flying, or something like that. Um, yeah, you have to break the rules. I'm not so sure what I'm doing here, but well. Probably this is a rug that it's hanging. Maybe it has some textures here. So I will be doing a little cross hatching. Oh my god, this is moving? No, I think it was okay. Okay, well, never mind. Now I'm gonna use some texture over here. I will build up some texture like scales. These are not scales properly. They are uh, pieces of metal. Or well, maybe they're actually scales. They're like metal scales, simulating like a lizard or a dragon skin. So I can do the same work over here, probably more thinner to wrap the shape. Okay, let me do how it works. Yeah, we're just trying to make mistakes, to learn. And through this, for those who are willing to teach other people, first you have to make mistakes because you are experiencing your trial and error, trial and error in order to really learn based on your personal experience. And of course, you have to research if there's people, whether there's people who came in the same conclusion as you. They came to the same conclusion. So you can back up your research. In that particular case, so you can have references and you can reinforce your knowledge. And that way, your way of teaching will be more effectively, will be much more founded, you know, will have a stronger foundation. Yeah, of course, teaching involves many other things, but speaking about this topic, I think it really helps the cause, you know, the purpose. All right. Um, I don't know if I should create something behind this guy. Probably I can. I can. Okay, let me do this very quickly and see how it works. Yeah, probably I need to research again because there are some weird stuff in here. Let me show very quickly for those who are watching on Facebook and YouTube, and here's for Instagram. Probably you can notice that there are some funny stuff, you know, funny movements or elements that I can correct. Well, maybe at this stage, not so much because it's pen. So pen cannot be corrected so easily. But never mind. I can add some shadows. Yeah, in some parts. Oh, what's up? Oh, didn't stop. No, seems that everything is working correctly. Yeah, I'm sorry. My computer, if I don't make any movement, you know, it enters into the, what's the name of that? Sleep mode. or an energy saving mode. Yeah, each of those. Okay, let's continue with this guy. Hmm. Yeah, you can add uh, some elements that are not equal on one side and another, so you can give more interest to the character, you know. Okay, let me add some shadows, just some hatching here, um, probably here too. Yeah, yeah, just a little bit, you know, some details only, some little details only. For example, here I can give um, a little detail over there, here, and I'm trying to be like more more loose in my movements when I'm doing this kind of stuff, this kind of details. Not so worried about doing it perfect, whatever it means. Yeah. For example, here I can be more bold in here, bolder lines, stronger, because I want to simulate some texture over here. I don't know if you can see here in the hand. So let me show you. Here. Oops, there. You can work with those kind of variations. Right. 48 minutes on Instagram. I think Facebook started kind of late. Um, so probably it will have like I don't know if that's a term. Disfaced? No. Um, well, it didn't started. It didn't start at the same time as the other platforms. So well, don't worry. You can always relate to another platform in case you miss something and want to know what it was. Hmm. Okay, the rug. It's some shadows in here, just a bit. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done with this guy over here. Let me go. Okay, let me just emphasize certain lines. Put some shadows just to distinguish between one shape and another. Right. Yeah. Um, what else? Right. I think, just as I said, I'm pretty much done. Nice. This one doesn't have any weapon. No. Opposed to this one, who has a long a long sword. But if you see, this is more like a dramatic actor instead of a warrior. Yeah. And this one is like he's acting like a puppeteer or something like that. Maybe this is a wizard. Yeah, a wizard warrior or something like that. You can create always your stories. You can part from something already made or something more original. Well, until it satisfies you, I think it's completely okay. Yeah. Okay, let me do something. Let me check if it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter either. Right. Probably there's some plants over here. Probably he's stepping on a stone over here. You can see I'm trying to be loose, trying to be super free with these shapes. So there's another stone over here. Of course, I'm going a little parallel over here. Try to give some variations. Of course. So I'm creating a background scenario. A scene. I think it's more accurate. He's coming down probably from a hill, from a I don't know, from a stone, a big stone, or something like that. Okay, 5 minutes left on Instagram. Um, I don't know how long this will take, but no, I think I'm about to close, about to wrap up, and gonna continue with this drawing later on. Okay, I can give some plants over here. I can create some plants over here. Yeah, probably I can do something like this. This rock have some maybe some flowers. Yeah, some flowers over here. Yeah, of course, my emphasis is the warriors, uh, the knights over here. The environment is just to give a little bit more interest, to the picture. Um, I don't want to. I don't want to screw it up. I'm a little bit afraid of that, but at the same time, I know that I'm trying something new, experimenting. Yeah, the word of today is experimenting. Probably I can add some hatching, just to simulate a bit the texture of the what's the name of that? The stone and this background over here. Okay, Instagram people, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for coming again. See you in the next session with God's permission. Keep drawing, keep learning, and if you have that privilege, teach others what you've learned. And lots of blessings to you. See you in the next show again. And have a good one, all of you. Good evening, good morning, good night, uh, good afternoon, whatever you are watching from. All the best, and well, stay tuned. Bye-bye. Oh, seems that Instagram gave me the opportunity to keep recording. I thought it was gonna cut the transmission, so well, welcome back. No, but seriously, I think I'm just gonna give some extra little details here, and I'm gonna wrap up this show. Okay. You can experiment. I'm gonna show you real soon what I'm doing. Probably I have already screwed it up, but this is another good way to learn. Okay, let me show very quickly on YouTube. Are you still here? Ah. Okay, my friends. We have a colloquial saying in Mexican Spanish or with partners and you know casual Spanish. We say, I don't know what's the equivalent in English, but yeah, it's a plant where from which you actually got the tequila and other things, but basically, yeah, but it's planted in some zones of Mexico. But yeah, we have that saying. Of course, we're joking. It's like saying in English, "See you later, alligator." Of course. That's fun. That sounds funny. All right. Hmm. I'm not so sure. This is part of making mistakes, part of learning. Through mistakes, you can learn quite a lot. Through successes, not very much. Of course, you can enjoy the successes, but it is always after failing many times before. Otherwise, you won't you wouldn't be so um, appreciative. No. My God, the word. You wouldn't appreciate it very much. No, I doubt it. Okay, I think I need to stop because it is starting to. I'm starting to lose some things over here. So I'm gonna show you how it went. Hmm.
Sometimes I get frustrated, but not today. No, not today. I always make my best. Sometimes I'm in the mood to really let some things slide, and others I'm not so in the mood, or there are some things going on that affect my mood. Not today. I should put the today's date. Nah. Okay. Let me show you. Let me pull this up so you can see my face. Same here. You can see my face. Now, are you prepared? Let me take it closer so you can see my drawing much better. Few seconds only. I don't know if I am gonna leave this drawing right there. Probably I will make it. I will make some other elements, or maybe not. Well, just wanted to show you to this point. I'm gonna close this. Well, we're ready. Um, Thank you very much, people, for coming again. Thank you for your support. I'm not asking you, I'm repeating again. Uh, I'm doing this just because I love it. I feel like I am having the company of all of you, and but even though if I wouldn't have like anybody watching me, I'll repeat it again. I'm doing this for fun. I'm just sharing my particular point of view of things, um, my process, my personal particular process that I follow. I'm not saying that it's like the best or the unique or the I don't know the only one that you may follow. I'm just saying that this is me. This is how I do art, and I'm still in the learning process. I'm constantly changing. I'm a life student, and if some of the things that I share here works for you somehow, if you find them useful anyhow, I would be glad to know. And yeah, I appreciate your company. Well, I wrap up with this message. Thank you very much for your time. Have a beautiful night, beautiful day, beautiful evening, beautiful afternoon, wherever you were watching from. And again, with God's permission, we will see again in the next show. Well, thank you very much, and bye-bye.